reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
He's 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Oh, connect. Wow.
Look at you did that.
Welcome to Blowout's Lone Star Rally, brought to you by Walker, Texas Lawyer. It is another edition of BCW, Bikes, Chicks, Wrestling. Brad, are you ready? Because we've got a wild night ahead of us.
Hey, man, I always like these BCW events. You never know exactly what's going to happen. It's unpredictable. This is why BCW is awesome.
We're not going to waste any more time. It's the 4th annual edition of BCW. It starts right now on The Reality of Wrestling.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Greenspoint, Texas, weighing at 220 pounds, Brian.
Well, here comes the Lone Ranger of the Row, Brian Keith. And Brian Keith always performs extremely well here at BCW, surrounded by a rowdy crowd that I think can appreciate what the Lone Ranger of the Row brings to the table, Brad.
And you know what? All the extra attention on Brian Keith tonight might give him that extra inch, that extra little bit of energy to go in here and get a big win over Jason.
And this is a great opportunity for Brian Keith as well, with the television championship ranking system now in full effect. Brian Keith wants to get back into the conversation. The best way to do that is to get a victory here tonight. And by the way, speaking of crowds, I don't think the crowd is going to take too kindly to the runway model, if you will, Jay Son, when he makes an appearance here in a minute.
Well, that's because all these people are us.
Oh, come on. Bringing you a special edition right here from Blowout's Lone Star Campground, and here comes Jay Son.
He's got the earplugs, Matt Topolsky. He doesn't want to hear these hillbillies revving their engines. Have you learned how to spell his name yet?
Yes, it's Jayson.
You know, you have so much disrespect.
Jayson.
Well, this S accent over the A-N, and he's looking for a new fiancée. You know, his fiancée did leave him at the altar.
Well, that might explain why he's wearing all black this week on the program.
It's a sad scene. You think he's going to wrestle with those earplugs all night?
I wouldn't recommend it, especially when you have Brian Keith on the other side of the squared circle with the fastest kicks in the South. Those earbuds may find their way deep into the ear canal if he leaves those on during the match. And they are revving their engines here at BCW. This special edition brought to you, of course, by our sponsor, Walker, Texas Lawyer. And by the time this event is over tonight, somebody may need a personal injury attorney. These two about to come to blows. BCW underway.
Well, what's always great about these events is there's action going on inside the ring as well as outside the ring. There might be another match going on right now, Matt Topolsky.
That's very well could be true. Action inside the squared circle, and of course some fantastic people watching outside the ring. Collar and elbow tie up here in the corner, and a clean break from Brian Keith.
You know, Jason, he's just coming back after a long sabbatical, if you will. And I think tonight, this is one of our signature events. If Jason can kind of get his, hold on now, a little too much taunting. Oh, he felt that one, man.
Well, you talk about, I'm assuming you're talking about Jason maybe getting into the zone or trying to find his edge. He's not going to do it by turning his back on a former two-time Reality of Wrestling television champion.
Well, he's finding an edge, all right, some knife-edge chops to the chest.
Now the fastest kicks in the South on display, as always, from Brian Keith. Oh! Telling the crowd to quiet down so they can hear that. Hooks both legs, cover, center of the ring. Jason kicks out at 2. Ill-advised move from Jason to turn his back on Brian Keith, and Brian Keith now just kicking him the hell out of the ring.
Go on, take a breather, take a little rest. You don't need to be in there too long. Oh, hold on now. Oh, and there's another one.
Jason may need a drink after this one, a soft drink, obviously.
He's not going to have to wax his chest for a while, I'll tell you that much. Wow. The crowd here loving Brian Keith.
Oh. When you talk about this being a signature event for the Reality of Wrestling, it certainly is, and Brian Keith wants to take full advantage of that.
position, Jason took advantage of the situation. It's a smart maneuver. And now capitalizing on it.
Well, you call it a smart maneuver, I call it ill-advised. The last thing I'd want to do is upset Ryan Keith any further. That low blow certainly isn't going to make him happy, and it's certainly not the way you want to get a competitive edge in a match, is by hitting your opponent below the belt, but nevertheless, that is Jason's MO. Here comes Ryan Keith battling back now, forearm to the face.
Oh, here we go. Now, shot to the solar plexus. Jason, nice neck breaker. Reverse neck breaker, going for the cover here.
Perfectly executed, hooks both legs. Two.
There we go. You said that low blow might make Brian Keith a little bit more angry, but if anything, it slows him down. Ever since then, Jason has complete control of this match.
Jason very proud of his work right now. He has to focus on the task at hand, however, that is Brian Keith, one of the perennial athletes in the history of reality of wrestling, a former two-time television champion. Oh, but what an elbow there. Very impressive from Jason. Center of the ring, he could do it right here, Brad. 2 3/4 and a kick out from Brian Keith, and a quick reminder to everyone still to come tonight, the Black Diamond, Ivory Robyn, the Diamonds champion, is in action. A lot more still to come at BCW, but right now, Jason takes a boot to the face.
Brian Keith looks like he got his second win here, Matt Topolsky.
Oh, Brian Keith is cooking with gas right now. He is cooking. Fastest kicks in the South, and Brian Keith is calling for it, Brad.
Rodeo DDT, wait a minute. Reversal. Oh, there's that side effect by Brian Keith. That might be it right there. He's going to go for the cover.
Brian Keith could finish him off right here, but he says, no, I'm not finished just yet. Brings Jason up. You know it's time. Rope-a-dope. He's going to hit it. Rodeo DDT, and he spikes him. He got all of it. Count to 1,000. 1, 2. Brian Keith is your winner.
Impressive victory by Brian Keith. Got to shoot him up the ranks for the television championship.
And Brian Keith, very impressive in this 4th edition of BCW. And Brad, I think he's on his way to have a soft drink right now and celebrate with these fine folks here at Blowout Lone Star Campground.
Ivory Robyn, Diamonds Division champion. What brings you here?
You know, I'm kind of wondering that myself, because look around, look at this. This is just freaking disgusting. I would never allow myself to come here, but you know what? Booker T, King Booker, decided that he was gonna be just this great genius and book me tonight. But you know what? That is fine by me, because I am a fighting champion. That's what I do best. And you know what? With Christmas Chaos next month, I'm feeling a little bit generous. I'm feeling like Santa Claus. I decided that I'm gonna give this trainee named Jenna Lynn, who's supposed to be a super fan of Kylie Ray, the opportunity to prove herself against the Black Diamond. And you know what? It's gonna be such a great feeling when I get to beat her down, and that's gonna be an early taste of what's to come to her idol, Kylie Ray, at Christmas Chaos.
Thank you for your time.
I don't even know where to begin. Some little predator-looking dreadlocks about this tall, mocha cappuccino-looking guy just bumped into me, disrespected me, showed me no respect. I said, look here, boy. You're going to respect your elders. You're going to respect. But did he respect? No. So what I'm going to do you know what I'm talking about?
It's Warren Johnson from Warren and Zach, the tag team, right?
Yeah, that little nobody, those little nobodies. So what I'm going to do, Star Tech, is I'm going to get him in that ring. I'm going to drag him all over, and I'm going to teach him to respect his elders.
I mean, that sounds all good and dandy, but where's Stevie Ray? I mean, we can't wrestle without Stevie Ray.
Don't worry about listen, yes we are. Don't worry about Stevie, trust me. I don't know where Stevie's at right now. He's taking care of some business. He's making sure that we go to the top. He's making sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. But tonight, you know I'm team captain. I got this. 2-3 minutes, It's over with. Maybe 4, just so I can really beat some respect into this kid. He needs to learn. He needs to learn.
I mean, if that's what you say, if Stevie says that's cool, then...
Don't worry about that. I'm team captain. I got this. And we can go celebrate wherever kind of... Where do you go?
You know what? I know a great juice bar in Montrose. It's got some great kombucha. You ever had it?
No.
It's amazing. You'll love it. You'll love it, Apple.
I'm going to need something after this.
Welcome back to BCW Bikes Chicks Wrestling right here at Blowout's Lone Star Campground. And Brad Gilmore, talk about making an entrance. Wow. There she is, the Diamonds Division champion, the 2-time Diamonds Division champion, the Black Diamond, Ivory Robyn.
Here comes the Black Diamond. She's been so dominant, Matt Topolsky, ever since she regained that Diamonds Division championship.
Well, it's a title that she was in pursuit of for almost a year and a half. Since winning it the first time at Summer of Champions, it was presented to her by WWE Hall of Famer Lita. And I know I've said that time and time again, but it's worth repeating because this woman right here is really becoming a legacy, if you will, in the Diamonds Division. This is the second time she's carried this championship. Only one competitor in reality of wrestling has had it just as much, and that is Kylie Rae. And speaking of Kylie Rae, here comes that Kylie Rae super fan, Brad.
Here she is. She's going to make her debut here in reality of wrestling tonight, but she's going to have to go against the Diamonds Division champion, Ivory Robyn, and a really interesting place to make your debut in an environment you may not be used to as a professional athlete, a biker rally.
Well, this is I would say, an uphill battle, an uphill climb, if you will, for Jenna Lynn. She began as a student at the Reality of Wrestling gym. You can see even by her attire, she truly is a Kylie Rae super fan. But you have to be more than a fan of Kylie Rae's in order to step into the ring with the Black Diamond, Ivory Robyn. And of course, she's saying, well, thank you very much for having me here. And I think Ivory is just playing games with her right now.
Well, you know, you're making your debut in reality of wrestling against the champion, and you happen to be a super fan of Kylie Rae. But let's not forget when Kylie Rae made her debut in when Kylie Rae made her debut in reality wrestling, it was against Ivory Robyn for the Diamonds Division Championship, and she had a major upset victory.
Well, we have to remind everyone at home, this is a non-title matchup. This is Ivory's way, if you will, of giving a student from the school and a Kylie Rae fan a warm-up, if you will, before she actually faces Kylie Rae at our Christmas Chaos event in December. And by the way, we have to remind everybody that that event will be live on Fight TV, our first live pay-per-view courtesy of the Reality of Wrestling. You can learn more about that right now if you go to fight.tv.com or realityofwrestling.com.
Here we go, sizing each other up. Diamonds Division hotter than ever.
A roll up here.
It looked like a 2 count, a quick 2 count.
Oh!
Look at that.
Another count again here, cover 2, and a kick out. Ivory seems very surprised by this young student. Inside cradle, she could do it, Brad. She could shock the Diamonds champion. Kick out at 2. 3 quick covers from Jenna Lynn.
Very impressive. But now, the Black Diamond of the row going to add a little insult to injury. Oh, look at that.
Face first into the corner. And now that big chop. And she calls this a warm-up match. And I don't mean any disrespect to this challenger, to this young competitor right here, but I think it's a little bit less than a warm-up match.
Oh, here
you
we go,
compare her to Kylie Rae.
Hold on now, though. Couple arm drags. She's feeling a nice drop kick.
I may have spoken too soon. Cover here. Hooks the leg.
And Ivory Robyn to the outside.
I mean, this Diamonds Division has shown us time and time again that anything can happen, so I'm going to have to take back what I said just moments ago. I mean, Ivory looks in a bad way right now.
Well, Ivory Robyn now taking a little breather, getting a little R&R. And here we go. Look at that. Veteran-like instincts and maneuver by Ivory Robyn.
Also an illegal maneuver from the Diamonds Division champion using that middle rope
Oh!
Now a running lariat from the champ.
Oh. Big clubbing shot to the back, and now a kick to that lower back. Oh, into the ribs. Ivory Robyn now in total domination of Jenna Lynn.
And you know Kylie Rae has to be on, she has to be on looking somewhere right now, keeping her eye on the Diamond's champion. Oh, and now raking her face across that top rope. Oh, some more rope burn from the challenger. And head first into that turnbuckle again. As Ivory Robyn welcomes this young student to the reality of wrestling, to the big time.
Yeah, definitely not how you want to make your debut. Oh, wait, hold on now. Does she have a second win in her? Jenna Lynn getting fired up.
Jenna Lynn looking for something here. That was a stunner. That was a stunner from Jenna Lynn, cover 2. My goodness, she has had 4 or 5 near falls, opportunities where she could have shocked the Diamonds Division champion. No, Ivory said this was a warm-up match, but she's come close to losing this match several times. Almost a half dozen.
Hold on now. Oh! Backs her up into the corner. Ivory Robyn. Wow, look at that. Big shoulders going into the midsection of Jenna. Now she's getting fired up.
Ivory head of steam in the corner here. The Diamonds Division champion.
Oh!
Double knees to the midsection.
Oh, she's definitely going to feel that one. Once some of this adrenaline wears off for the match.
Oh, and now a boot to the face. Adding more injury to those rope burns that she suffered earlier, and now drags the challenger out center of the ring, hooks the leg. It's got to be over here.
Wow.
How is Jenna Lynn kicking out?
Oh, wow. Jenna Lynn just looked at the crowd and said no. A lot of fight in this reality of wrestling rookie. Now Ivory Robyn got her in a modified camel clutch.
Well, Ivory Robyn's got her hands in her mouth there. I mean, she's trying to rip her face open.
Well, that's what I meant by modified.
What a vicious streak from the Black Diamond.
It's like a little bit of a counter coming from Jenna Lynn. Swinging a miss by the champ. Oh, wow. Takes her down on a back elbow, Matt DePolsky.
Jenna Lynn again, look at this. This is incredible stuff. Making her reality of wrestling debut. Enziguri on the champion.
That could be it. Oh, now, wait a minute. Wait a minute, she's going to that no-fly zone.
Jenna Lynn climbing up top. High risk. Flying through the air, look at that, a high cross body. She could beat the champion.
Oh,
my goodness.
Oh, wow. Matt DePolsky, 2 and 15/16 if I've ever seen it.
Ivory Robyn thought this was going to be a tune-up match. It's been anything but. And she's lucky right now. It's non-title, but wait a minute. She picks up Jenna Lynn and out of nowhere drops her.
There's that TKO. That's got to be all.
Cover. 1, 2, the Diamonds champion is victorious, but not without a lot of work put in tonight.
Ivory Robyn thought she was going to get a tune-up match, Matt DePolsky, but she got anything but.
Well, Ivory Robyn is victorious, but if this matchup is any indication of the challenge that awaits her, if Kylie Rae's fan was able to put in this type of performance, what is Kylie Rae have in store for Ivory Robyn? We're going to find out at Christmas Chaos.
Hey, yo, Connor.
Yo, Ryan. I don't want any problems.
Hey. Relax, all right? Relax. Look, I know why you're on edge, man, and I don't blame you, all right? First of all, my track record isn't the greatest around here. But I'm not talking about me, man. I don't want to talk about what happened out in the middle of that ring. Are you kidding me? Stevie Ray Incorporated? Sitting there beating you down like some trash, man. It's Rob Barnes, Star Tech, Abel Andrew Jackson. You know what? Let me tell you something about trash. If there's anybody that represents trash around here, it's Stevie Ray. And I think it's about time we take him out and take him out for good. So with that being said, man, if you need somebody you can count on, if you need somebody that's got your back, you can count on me, man. I'm here if you need it.
Are you serious right now?
Absolutely.
You're not messing with me, are you?
Nah, man. The only thing I need to know is if you're going to answer the call.
Yeah, I'll answer the call.
All right, brother. See you around.
Rex Andrews. I couldn't help but notice that you're here at the World Gym Arena while the Bikers, Chicks, and Wrestling event is going on right now. And in the past, you've worked that event. So why are you not working it tonight?
Ashley, you want to know how I feel about bikers? You want to know how I feel about this this BCW show that Reality Wrestling puts on once a year, this big spectacular. I've been on these shows before. I know what they're like. And I can tell you this, there is no one with less respect. There is no one more disgusting. And there is no one that I would rather perform in front of less than a disgusting, dirty group of bikers. Look, this beautiful, prestigious Texas Championship, this title that I've carried with me for a year, that I've defended everywhere, beautiful arenas in Montana, VFW halls, even high school gyms. Anywhere where there was a challenger, I was here to defend this prestigious championship. But I would never lower the prestige of this title and treat it with such disrespect as to bring it in to a biker rally. That's how I feel about this BCW event.
Well, I do have one question to ask you, though. What are your thoughts on Aiden retaining the title?
Look, I'm trying to be accommodating here. I'm not at this BCW event for a reason, right? I'm at the World Gym Arena when there's no show for a reason, because I came here to get some peace and quiet, Ashley. I came here to focus on my work. Now, I tried to be accommodating. I tried to give you a minute of my time. But you're asking me things that do not matter. You're asking me about shows that I'm not on and about matches that I'm not in and about championships I don't care about. The only thing that I care about, Ashley, is finding my next opponent. Does that make sense? Now, can I get back to my work?
Of course, Rex. Thank you for your time.
Well, here he is, Abel Andrew Jackson. No Stevie Ray tonight, but he is flanked by his new partner in crime, Bartek. It looks like Stevie Ray really is rebuilding his incorporation.
Yeah, he definitely is, Matt. The Bulls kid we saw just a few weeks ago here on Reality Wrestling, Keeper Bartek, Abel Andrew Jackson, Rob Barnes, and Stevie Ray all stand tall over Connor Holliman. Like Stevie Ray Incorporated has a lot more expert tutelage to pass out.
Abel Andrew Jackson demanding that everybody stand up for greatness, and it looks like they're standing up for a fight. I don't think this is the place where Abel Andrew Jackson really wants to taunt the crowd, Brad. I have a feeling a few people may just jump over that rail.
Well, you never know at BCW. They're already revving up the engines. Abel Andrew Jackson looks like a fish out of water. Not in the environment he wants to be.
Here comes the challenger, Warren Johnson, along with his tag team partner, Zach Mason. These two young men were very impressive a few weeks ago here on the Reality of Wrestling against the Heavenly Bodies, the former two-time Reality of Wrestling tag team champions. They were not successful, but they did push the veterans to the limit. And you know, Brad, Booker T has even said in his own words, there's a lot of promise in these two athletes.
Oh, I think there's everything there. They got everything. They got looks, they got the ability, they got charisma. And I think that Warren and Zach are future Reality of Wrestling tag team champions. I don't think I'm going out on a limb saying that. Way ahead now, some jaw jacking going on between Abel and one of our audience members here at the biker route.
Well, look at this. Abel Andrew Jackson may have found an unlikely ally there. I don't know if that young man is slightly inebriated or not. Perhaps too many orange sodas here earlier tonight. Well, this is perhaps. No, this is certainly not your father's wrestling crowd. This is BCW 4. The reality of wrestling from Blowouts Lone Star Campground, and this is your main event here on BCW on Fight TV. Warren Johnson taking on Abel Andrew Jackson. It's the youth versus the experience. It's the future versus expert tutelage.
Well, here we go. Nice arm drag to start out. Warren Johnson.
Leapfrog over the top. Another leapfrog there from Warren Johnson. Nice arm drag. Perfectly executed. Textbook work right there from the young man. And normally, if you're a Stevie Ray guy, the numbers game sort of comes into your advantage for one reason or another. I don't think I really need to expand upon that. But here tonight, not so much the case with Warren Johnson's tag team partner on the outside. The odds are evened, and perhaps we will actually have a true one-on-one encounter in an Abel Andrew Jackson match. I know, rare.
Hey, Matt Topolsky, before you disparage the great name of Stevie Ray anymore, do you think that Stevie Ray is going to have a backup plan just in case things go haywire out here?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it at all. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Roll up here.
Wait, hold on.
Just a one count for Warren Johnson, but Stevie Ray is the master of backup plans. There's always another ace in the hole, another card up his sleeve to play. And we've seen even at times when he's not in the building or he's not at the event that Stevie Ray still has an impact somehow, some way, positively for his clients.
Warren Johnson looking to his tag team partner, Zach Mason there. Abel Andrew Jackson was taking a little bit of a breather. Warren Johnson so far has had Abel Andrew Jackson well scouted. He knows every move he's going to try to perform before he does it.
Well, I think this is also where the youth sometimes can beat out the experience. It's in that speed, and we've seen it a couple times already early in this matchup where Abel Andrew Jackson has feinted locking up in the center of the ring or feinted a collar and elbow tie-up and went for a kick, and Warren Johnson was fast enough to reverse it. And I think this is something that Abel Andrew Jackson is going to have to keep in mind as this matchup heads into deep water here in the next few minutes. Provided Warren Johnson can hang on that long, because Abel Andrew Jackson has some solid power behind those punches, and right now he's going to work on Warren Johnson, treating him like a tackling dummy in there.
Club and blow to the back. Abel Andrew Jackson on Warren Johnson. And there's Bartek just talking trash.
Reversal here. With Abel Andrew Jackson going right back on Warren Johnson, just pounding him in the corner.
Oh, look at that. Come on, referee, you got to break that count.
Choking the life out of him there with that boot.
Warren Johnson got to catch his breath after that. Jackson had his boot right on his throat. Snapmare takeover now, a headlock. Now he's just going to try to wear him out. He's going to try to cut off the oxygen going to the brain, slow this young man down. You talk about the quickness of Warren Johnson. This is a great way to slow him down.
I'm actually getting some breaking news over here, Brad. It seems as if someone's lime green Vespa has actually been towed away. It was in the handicap zone, so you may need to leave the table here momentarily. Nice drop kick there from Warren Johnson. Head of steam into the corner, goes to that body splash. But that's where the experience comes in, the expert tutelage, as you call it. Knife edge chop, and Abel Andrew Jackson. Reversal of fortunes once again, a seesaw main event here at BCW.
Oh, there you go, though. A super kick. That might be all
cover here. 2. Oh,
wait a minute.
Warren Johnson had Abel Andrew Jackson dead to rights.
Well, now this is turned into chaos, which should be surprising here at BCW. Zach Mason and Warren Johnson teeing off on Stevie Ray Incorporated.
Well, the officials absolutely lost complete control of this. It just turned into a melee right now. Abel Andrew Jackson to the outside, Bartek to the outside, and Zach and Warren making a statement here in our main event. By Queen Charmel, the general manager of Reality of Wrestling, and we recall she and Abel Andrew Jackson certainly have some history with each other. This isn't going to make him happy at all, but Bartek says, I'm not even dressed for action, Brad.
Well, don't dress like a hipster doofus all the time, and maybe you won't have to get ready.
Well, we've gone from one main event to two. A singles match has now turned into a tag team match here at BCW. Don't go anywhere because there's more action from the front row of sports entertainment coming up after a word from our sponsors.
Insurance companies have their lawyers. You should have yours. If you've been injured in an accident, choose one of Houston's top lawyers, Walker Texas Lawyer, at walkertexaslawyer.com.
Are we ready?
Houston, Texas. Get trained by professional wrestling legend, Hall of Famer, Booker T.
Come see if you got what it takes.
2 floors, 2 rings, plus a full gym. Learn from the top wrestling trainers from around the world.
Got me.
If you can make it here, then you can make it here.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Get all the details at realityofwrestling.com.
Charmel.
Certainly laying down the law, and here we go. Now this matchup is a tag team main event here at BCW. Warren Johnson and Abel Andrew Jackson, who started this encounter, will now start this tag team matchup.
Here we go. Reversal in the corner. Oh, here we are. Zach Mason now. He's obviously the fresher of the 2 men, not having wrestled a full match already.
Oh, and look at this tag team wrestling. Excellent tag team wrestling from these two. Hooks the leg, cover, 1.5. That's the other advantage that Zach and Warren have as well. They've been working together as a tag team for several months now. They've been extremely impressive, even in the matches that they've lost. Meanwhile, Abel Andrew Jackson and Bartek still relatively new to each other, and this is the first time they find themselves tagging together. Hip toss there, big hip toss, high elevation from Zach. Cover here.
You know, they might be their first time tagging, but they do. I mean, we said it a million times so far, but they do have the expert's tutelage of one of the greatest tag team competitors of all time, Stevie Ray, bestowed upon them. But wait a minute, high risk, high reward from Warren Johnson.
Irish whip. Oh, and Warren Johnson, look at that speed and that velocity.
You saw that.
Cover here again. Abel Andrew Jackson's going to have to make a tag, or this matchup is going to be over pronto.
Yeah, Abel's eyes are rolling in the back of his head from that one. Here we go, blind tag by Kiefer Bartek, and now the double team can start.
And Bartek somehow found a way to get into his ring gear, Brad. Oh, that's probably the most impressive thing I've seen from him in this matchup so far.
Way more impressive that headband he's got on.
Now, I thought you were a Star Tech fan.
I do like Star Tech. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes, oh, hold on now. Hold on now.
Warren Johnson treating Star Tech like a human bobblehead. Irish whip reversal here. Abel Andrew Jackson, look at that. Gets out of dodge, Warren Johnson. Looking for that leapfrog over the top of Bartek with the save. This is your main event on BCW, the 4th annual edition of Mike's Chicks Wrestling. From Blowout's Lone Star Campground, brought to you by Walker Texas lawyer, and someone's going to need a personal injury lawyer when this matchup is over. My hope is that it's not Warren Johnson.
Now Kiefer Bartek just taunting Zach Mason.
Oh! Big scoop slam here from Bartek.
You know, for two guys who haven't tagged before, like you pointed out, they're doing a great job of those frequent tags, fresh man in. This might be it right here.
Cover, 1, 2. Kick out from Warren Johnson.
Zach Mason. Zach Mason's ready to go.
Zach Mason looks like he needs to find his sea legs here. He's so excited, he nearly came out of his boots.
Well, like I said, you know, Kiefer.
Okay, what an impressive neck breaker from Warren Johnson out of nowhere. But can he make the tag to Zach Mason?
Can he make that tag before Kiefer Bartek gets back over to Double AJ? And now Abel Andrew Jackson making his presence.
Abel Andrew Jackson distracted the official. This is a legal tag, but the referee did not see it, courtesy of Abel Andrew Jackson. And whether you like it or not, those are the veteran instincts of Abel Andrew Jackson and the impact that he can have on a tag team matchup like this. And now StarTech sends Warren Johnson headfirst into the corner. Remember, Warren Johnson has already been in a singles match here tonight. He has now wrestled the majority of this tag matchup as well. He's almost out of gas. He needs to make a tag, and Double AJ is trying to take advantage of that right now, Brad. Still looking on at this matchup. Hooks the leg here, cover 2, and a kick out. Abel Andrew Jackson wants to bring home a win for Stevie Ray.
Yeah, it would not be a great start for Stevie Ray Incorporated. One of their first matches together as a tag team.
Look at this double springboard into a DDT. How impressive is that? A double springboard into a DDT from Warren Johnson, but can he make the tag?
Can he make the tag, or should he make a cover right here? That might be the end of the match, but he's going to go for the tag as both men continue to crawl.
Warren Johnson tried to hit a solo home run right there to walk it off, but here comes Zach Mason. And he's swinging for the fences. Talk about baseball analogies.
Yeah, you got George Springer and Jose Altuve in there.
Oh, and Zach Mason. That drop kick hit StarTech right in the temple. Belly to back suplex. Very impressive. And Zach Mason.
Oh, going for that stinger splash, but got caught up. He's going to go for that lariat. Duck. Oh, wow, an STO. Jumping STO, it looks like. Zach Mason full of energy.
Zach Mason is the power line right now that has come off the post. This kid is incredible.
Oh, look at that. And a leapfrog. StarTech takes out his partner at Double AJ.
Here's the tag. Warren Johnson.
There's got to be all right here. Warren looking to finish him off.
Incredible tag team wrestling. Modified neckbreaker covered. Zach and Warren have defeated Bartek and Double AJ.
Warren Johnson and Zach Mason.
Huge victory tonight for those two guys in the main event. Their second main event in recent weeks. Could we be looking at future Reality Wrestling Tag Team Champions?
Well, the owner and president of Reality of Wrestling, Booker T, has gone on the record, and he is certainly believing in these two, and I'm becoming a believer as well, Brad Gilmore. An impressive young tag team that could set the Reality of Wrestling Tag Team division on fire. Zach and Warren are victorious in the main event of BCW.